Alright, hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name is Dylan, and I just wanted to make this video. I know I just posted a video on the Uber and Lyft strike that's going on in Los Angeles right now, but I wanted to make this update video. You know, the Uber and Lyft strike is over, and I wanted to share my thoughts. Was it successful? And the answer may surprise you. So in my last video, you know, I shared that, there's just not that many drivers out there who's able to, really make a difference because, in strikes, they, you really need like 50% of people to really make a difference. And while I do still think that's true, I actually don't think that Uber and Lyft really suffered too much today in, on the platform side. I don't think any riders had any trouble still finding a driver, but I did just come across this article that was posted by Vox. It says thousands of Uber drivers are striking in LA. This just got posted, and this thing right here I found really interesting. So this is the Rideshare Drivers United, and the group is growing 300 to 3,000. So just based off that, my recent thoughts on this is actually a very interesting time to go on strike, and because Uber and Lyft are just getting ready to go along with their IPO. And just thinking off the top of my head, Uber has been doing these programs in preparation for the IPO. For passengers, they have Uber Rewards, and then for drivers, they also have Uber Pro, which is basically incentive programs to get more drivers and passengers using Uber so that they can, basically steal rides from their biggest competitor, which is Lyft. And the fact that people are protesting against Uber right now actually does pose a threat to Uber, because going up against their IPO, Uber wants to make their investors, their public investors, people like you and me who can now invest in Uber, they want to make them as happy as possible and basically, show everyone that Uber is doing really well. Well, a big strike and some news media outbreak is not very good in preparation for the IPO. So this actually wasn't something that I thought of off the bat, but this might actually be the tipping point to reverse the 25% shortage cut that Uber drivers are going through right now. You and me, we have to suffer 25% less, and in Los Angeles, that's basically going from 80 cents per mile down to 65 cents per mile. And while this is nothing new, Uber has been cutting rates for a while. I just think that it's really interesting. Let me know, what do you guys think about the Uber and Lyft strike? I definitely think it's something very interesting, and I think maybe not now, but in the future. Like I said, I'm gonna go really quickly and show you guys one more time. The group is growing from 300 to 3,000. So, they want to raise this group here, they want to make the per hour minimum rate to $28 per hour. And, this is pretty similar to what happened in New York. Now, as you can see here, New York City drivers force Uber and Lyft to pay them a living wage, $28 per hour. $28 per hour roughly translates to $60,000 per year. So this group, Rideshare Drivers United, thinks that Uber drivers should be paid $60,000 per year as a base rate, which I think is incredibly high. I don't think Uber's going to respond to that. However, maybe they want to raise the bar so that Uber can compromise and meet them somewhere in the middle. And like a lot of you guys know, many Uber drivers drive much more than 40 hours a week, So anyone driving 50 to 60 hours per week on that $28 per hour, you're gonna be hitting around $100,000 per year. And I just don't think Uber is going to succumb to that, because Uber, really can't afford that given how much money they're losing. And but anyways, I just wanted to share my quick thoughts on the, post Lyft and Uber drivers strike. I do think it's really interesting, and I do think it's gonna possibly, if there is a strike in the future, that it might be beneficial given the amount that this group is growing. What is it called? Uber Drivers United, Rideshare Drivers United. if it grows maybe to 30,000 or 100,000 people. Right now, only 3,000 drivers. It's not really that much. However, just going off typing in, if you go on Google right now and you type in Uber, Lyft, strike Los Angeles, several people have been covering it. Actually, I mean, yeah, so Forbes actually did put out an article, Uber, stop your fraud. Yeah, I can't really, wow, crazy ads. Wow, that is very annoying. Forbes, you should fix that. Jeez, so many ads. Yeah, so like you said, 80 cents to 60 cents in order to stop, in order to sign in and commence work. Wow, there's so many ads. Jeez, this is annoying. Okay, I don't want to read all the ads, but basically, guys, I was just wanted to say a few news pages have been covering this strike, which is good news for the drivers. And once again, I just wanted to say, I think strikes and protests are very important. They're very, wow, my hair is ridiculous. They're a very important part of our society. It's a great way for our voices to be heard, and as many of you guys know, drivers don't necessarily have direct communication with the companies. So going out and doing protests is a way for them to understand what drivers are facing, what their workers are facing. And I do know that Uber and Lyft are trying to get closer to their contract workers. And if you guys knew or didn't know, Lyft just gave their drivers, anyone who's done, I believe it is 10,000 rides or more, gets $1,000, and then anyone who's done 20,000 rides or more gets $10,000 in cash in order to purchase Lyft stock. Basically, the companies can't give contract workers just stock options straight out, or options to purchase stocks. So they're just giving them cash, and they're basically telling them, you can use this to purchase stocks or just take it as a little bonus. So that's pretty tradition when a company does hit their IPO, to give their employees some of that stock. But as contract workers, they're not legally allowed to do that, so they're giving them cash bonuses, which, I don't have 10,000 rides under my belt, but for the people who do, that's a great way for Lyft basically to show their appreciation to their hard-working drivers. And, maybe they will, be more responsive to the strike that did occur today. But anyways, guys, that's really all I had to say. If you did go out and strike, let me know how was it, and then if let me know what your guys' thoughts are on it. Wow, my hair is a mess. I'm gonna get a haircut, I think, today. That's on my to-do list. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think of the Uber and Lyft strike. And yeah, once again, I do think that it should be longer in the future if people do want to go out and strike. I don't think I will be joining. I might go out and videotape the next one or go live, like I know Dave the Uber Slave did. Shout out to Dave. You can go ahead and check out his live stream. He did a fantastic job broadcasting. He went around and actually interviewed the people who are organizing it, which was very helpful. And then Kevin, I believe, the entrepreneur, he was out there as well, so shout out to Kevin. And then shout out to all the other rideshare YouTubers. You guys are doing a fantastic job. Rideshare driver Dustin, he did a great job reporting on this as well. And everyone else, I can't get to everyone. I know Uber Hints made a video too. So go check out all of their videos if you want to learn more and see some great inside action on what occurred during the Uber and Lyft strike. So anyways, guys, be safe out there. Make sure to go out and make some extra money this week. Keep hustling, and I'll see you all next time. This has been another episode of the Rideshare Hub. All right, bye guys.